Hi, my name is Volker.
Okay, Volker, how long have you worked in Fitzroy? What's your association?
I've worked there for almost a year, and I'm a hairdresser in Fitzroy Street, and yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Where did you come from before you came to Fitzroy?
I come from Germany originally, and I'm here in Australia for a year and 3 months, and I just traveled around a bit. I'm in Melbourne for about a month longer. Then I started in Fitzroy.
So why did you decide to get a job in Fitzroy?
Because it's a cool, trendy area, and the salon I'm in and fell in love with, that's why I'm there. Great place.
Why did you like this salon?
This is very extraordinary looking. I've never seen anything like it before. Big and pink.
And what sort of people come into your salon?
What sort of clients? It's quite a wide range. It's between, I'd say, everything from 5 to 99. Mostly like sort of students between, say, 20 and 35 people, between 20 and 35, and everything from prostitute to banker to rock star, everything really mixed.
Is there anything particular about your salon compared to other salons you've worked in?
Yeah, I think so. The team itself is really good, and I really like to go there. It doesn't feel like working. Also because the space is so big, you have lots of privacy and you can do whatever you want, and the work we do in general is really quite wide ranged and quite challenging, I find. Yeah, it's quite different.
Do you think there's anything particular about the fashion style of their haircuts compared to others?
In other areas in Melbourne, or other areas in other places in the world where I've been already? Yeah, I find Melbourne quite good in fashion, quite forward, and I've actually heard the opposite, and I think people dress really cool, and just around this area it's sort of quite grungy but trendy, but not too yuppie. Yeah, I like that.
So do you think that Fitzroy has its own particular identity compared to your other experience in Melbourne?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, quite unique.
And what do you think forms that identity? What sort of things you think makes it unique? What sort of people?
I think the whole, it's quite extreme. You get everything from drug addict to famous politicians, and that's exactly the client range what comes into the salon, exactly what's out there as well, everywhere. And I think it's sort of quite nice because we have lots of shops and cafes. The whole cafe scene is really nice, and lots of retro, and people just take it easy, having a good time.
Yeah. Do you see what parts of Fitzroy do you not like? Things that you don't like about Fitzroy?
I don't like the big street like Alexander Parade or Hoddle Street or Victoria Parade. And what else don't I like? It's hard. I can't think of anything right now.
Is there any people you don't like or groups you don't like?
I think if sometimes around Safeway it can be quite sort of freaky and crazy, and there are lots of drug addicts around. There can be lots of fights and stuff, but nothing ever happened to me so far. So I suppose it's not as dangerous, but it sometimes is a bit scary.
So, what do you see as anything that could threaten Fitzroy? Threaten what the things that you see, Fitzroy?
Threaten the good things.
Yeah. So what do you see could be negative change in the future in Fitzroy?
But I hope that all the cafes still stay as they are, or at least more cafes, but not many more banks or offices, more sort of shops and cafes would be quite great. And just a good living area, like quite a wide range, lots of pubs, and I hope that there are lots of old things still there and people don't seem to mind, and that's, I think, the important thing. If they would all close down, I think it would get too yuppie.
So, is there anything about Fitzroy that you see as Australian?
As Australian?
As your understanding of Australia?
Okay. I suppose, in general, the Australian thing is that people just really are relaxed and no worries, as everybody said, but it's true. People really don't worry so much, and I've lived quite a few places in the world already, and this is the most chilled out place, Australia in general, but I think that's also Fitzroy. Yeah.
So, what other places do you go in Fitzroy?
What other places?
Yeah. Do you hang out in Fitzroy?
I go to Q&A, that's Arms, a lot. Thursday night, like a gay night. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Quite different to the rest of the gay scene. That's the only gay place I like, actually. And I go to quite a few bars and cafes, and quite a few of my friends live there as well. Fitzroy, so I visit them. Besides that, I'm spending my lunch break there every day.
Yeah. So, what do you like about Q&A? What do you think is different?
I don't like the music, but I like the atmosphere. I like that there's no pretentiousness, and there's all sorts of people, and quite many spunky young boys, and just, I don't know, it's just very special, I think. But I heard it used to be even better, but I find it already really cool as it is. Can't say before that because I wasn't there.
And is there anything particular about being gay Fitzroy that's different to your experiences in other parts of the city?
Yeah, I suppose there are so many people Fitzroy who are gay, which you would never think they'd be gay, like from punk to God knows what. Yeah, that's just really cool. And just, you sort of can be who you are, and you don't, you have crazy hair, you don't get stamped as a freak. I think that's what happens a lot in other places, yeah.
So, what do you understand about globalization, Volker?
Globalization. Well, in general, I think that the politics here are not really that happening like in Europe. People don't go into the street so much and demonstrate. And there are things happening, but I find in Europe it's much more full on, and there are many. I think it's quite conservative in general, and people just don't say anything, don't do anything. I think Australians in general don't complain much, not as much as Europeans or Germans. Germans are the worst. They complain everywhere.
So, do you think there's something that people should be complaining about with globalization? Like, do you think people should protest about it?
Or protest more. I mean, the protests which have been so, I don't know, sort of like so separate from, or so small compared to the rest who's not saying anything. I think it should be more. I think people just don't dare and don't care.
So what would you see as a good or bad aspect of globalization, Fitzroy? Do you know what that would mean?
I think that people just don't sort of care so much maybe what's going on the street with the whole drugs down there. They just take it as it is. I think there should be many more things be done as well. People just don't care as much.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Anything else in general? To the last question or in general? In general? Not that I